My fault too, though. You know what I mean? It's really my fault.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Okay, welcome, Janet, to Essential Stories. I'm so glad that you're here.
I'm glad to see you, and I'm happy to be here as well.
I know you had so many, I always think you have so many nicknames in my life. Like you were started off as my bus friend because I met
Oh,
you at a bus stop. And then, it was you were my maid of honor, which is an amazing journey that we've had together. And then, raising kids together, and I was your son's, godmother. Like so
godmother.
many cool crossovers. And of course, mixed in all of that are some fun essential oil stories. So I'm
Yes.
glad to
But
have
you're
you here.
forever my best friend.
Forever the best friend, right?
Forever.
When people say rainy days are bad, I always say if it wasn't for a rainy day, I wouldn't have met my best friend.
And my goodness, was that a rainy day? And I stalked you.
And
Yes.
you, right, and you talked to me, which you got me out of my shyness.
Well, you
And
were
there,
reading, right? You were
I was
reading.
reading. Yep.
And I'm like, oh, can I ask you this? Meanwhile, I'm a New Yorker. And here I am asking you, where do I get off? What do I do? I remember thinking, how do I not know this?
I know that was so funny. You were a native born New Yorker in
Yes.
the transit system for so many years of your life. And there I was, a transplant from Ohio, like, I don't know, scared. And, I knew how to get to my job and to get home, and that was it. And I was like, well, I think I said I can get you to
Yes, this
Columbia,
is
and then we can put
exactly
you in a
what you
cab.
said. Yes. I'll get you to Columbia. We went, I followed you, and
Yep.
like you put me in a cab, and then I said, I'd like to be friends. Are you the type that will respond
Yeah,
or be
you said, are you one of those people that I have to keep calling, or are you gonna are you gonna respond to me? And I remember thinking, like, oh no, I'll respond.
well, and you know what? You did. Now, I don't know how many years ago that was because it was my birthday
It
when
was?
it was it's so weird, right? It was my
Yeah.
birthday, and I think we went to the movies.
We did. We used to go to the half price movies on Tuesday nights in Tenafly. Remember that? Because
Yes.
your husband traveled, I wasn't married, and it was like we were our worlds were, aligned, collided. I don't know, but we saw so many great movies.
Oh, we did. We always had a good time. And when I tell people too, I always say we probably couldn't be more different.
Right?
The way you grew up versus the way I grew up, everything. And somehow every conversation was so incredibly interesting and fun. And I mean, it was just, I'm getting goosebumps again.
No, I know. And I always felt, oh, how sweet. I always felt like we could talk forever,
Ever,
ever, and
right?
still can.
Forever.
And still can. We couldn't even get on this podcast on time because we were talking.
No, it's true. You know what they say, right? That friends that you know for many years, when you can still get on the phone as if you never missed a day of talking, those are your real friends.
Those are your real friends.
And you're
And
my
I
real friend.
always feel like no matter what, no matter where, I can pick up the phone and talk to you.
I feel the same.
Yeah. So amazing. Okay, so we could create a video all about all those crazy times and all those memories. I was trying to think of the year though. I I want to say it was before I started dating my husband, right?
No, I think, well, wait, let me think about
I
that.
think it was, or right before. So I'm going to say it was like 1993. Does that sound possible?
Well, I had Kyle in 1995.
So maybe it was at the same time, like 94, just about 94.
That makes sense because I'm trying to, yeah, I didn't have kids yet.
Nope.
And that makes sense.
Yeah, and
So
we ended up with the same OBGYN, which is another funny, crazy.
that, oh my God. And she retired and then Weinstein closed the practice.
She did? Oh my gosh.
Practice.
All right. Well, now we're really on another tangent.
Yes. Okay.
To be
Let's talk
continued
about
offline.
My
All right.
favorite.
Here's your this or that questions. We're going to do five of
Okay,
them. You ready?
ready.
Okay. Would you rather find gum stuck in your hair or a huge spider?
Gum stuck in my hair.
Yeah, just take lemon oil, come right out. The spider, I don't know. I would scream and jump up.
I don't like bugs and animals. They scare me.
No, no, no,
And
no.
I've had gum stuck in my hair. I know it's not the worst thing in the world. Yes,
Right? And we survived.
we
Lots of
survived.
gum. We survived. Okay. Would you rather babysit a crying baby for a day? So the baby's crying the whole day. Or would you rather turn into a crying baby for an hour?
I would turn into a crying baby for an hour
Yeah,
because I
I think
think
so too.
that crying is not such a bad thing if we need it.
No, I love that. I love that.
A crying baby, no, for a day, no.
No.
I had a crying baby for 20
Yes, you
hours a
did.
day for many, many months. No, 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 no.
No,
I'll
thank you.
cry right on the floor in a ball.
And to all the moms out there with crying babies, this too shall pass.
Yes, it will.
They grow up and it will pass. Oh,
Yes,
hang in there.
that's
Would
true.
you rather be followed everywhere by someone playing the flute or be surprised every day by someone playing a tuba?
I like to be surprised every day.
Okay.
Although I do have a good friend who plays the flute and she's really good at it, but I don't want to be followed around. I want to be surprised.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Okay. Would you rather live your life over as a man or start your life over as a kid?
Wow.
Hmm.
Hmm. That's a tough question because many years ago in therapy, a therapist told me, I think you would have preferred being a man. And I
Oh,
said, like I'm really a girl. I'm not girl, but I like being a woman. Um, so that's a tough one. I, what would be interesting about reliving as a child because of what I know now. Um, but I think I would say maybe a man. I don't know if
okay.
I want to go through childhood and the teens, and
Again, right?
I don't think so.
Been
Especially
there,
not,
done that, struggled through it. Yeah. Made it out the
like,
other side.
and well, I was going to say the world, the technology, the all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
I don't think so. I think a
No,
man. That would be an interesting,
it would
fun.
be. Yeah.
Yeah,
Try that out for a while.
put that suit on.
Yeah. Although they have, yeah, no, I think that's a good idea too. All right. Would you rather have really chapped lips or scratchy dry eyes?
Chap lips.
Chapped lips. Okay.
Yeah, which I have right now.
And I think there's more solutions for chapped lips than dry, scratchy
Yes.
eyes,
And I
right?
have contacts, so scratchy eyes would be
Not good.
chapped lips. It's like, okay, they're annoying, but there's so many things you could put on them.
No, that's true. No, no, no,
I would
that's
go with chapped lips.
go with chapped lips. All
Yes.
right, so let's get into some essential oil stories. When was the first memory you ever had of an essential oil? Like, do you recall
Um,
in your childhood or
no, was
no? Okay,
when with you.
with
It was
me. Okay, so do you
it was
remember?
with you. Trying to remember. Unfortunately, I don't have a great memory, although I do put peppermint on the back when I'm studying or trying to
Okay,
learn something. I always think about you putting the peppermint. Um, I my memory is being at your house.
uh-huh.
Pat was there, I think,
Okay,
and I just remember you talking about it and how you got into it, and I thought, wow, that's quite fascinating. I think back then, probably the one of the first I probably tried was lavender
okay.
or anxiety.
Ah,
Um, that my son still takes with him wherever he goes for his anxiety. He has lavender in his car, in his office, in his room.
love
It
it.
keeps it. So I think I remember lavender, and then I remember, oh my God, what's the one? I can't think of the name now that helps with sleep. Not Serenity. I can't think of the name of it. It's sort of a stronger one than lavender. I'm
Was it from
losing
the other company or from doTERRA?
doTERRA.
From doTERRA, strong like vetiver.
It might have been vetiver.
Okay.
It might have been.
Like
Um,
there's cedarwood, there's vetiver. Vetiver's the really strong one. Vetiver's the one that's like it doesn't smell great, but it'll knock you out.
I think it was vetiver, and I remember saying, "Wow, like it really calmed me down. Like there's
Yeah.
something to these essential oils."
Yeah, yeah.
And that sort of got me on the path of saying, wow, if I can do things with natural oils versus medication, why would you not try that?
Now, do you have a favorite oil you like to diffuse? Do you have a particular mood you're in when you decide to diffuse oils? Like, what do you do with that?
So I always have my tangerine, but that I usually put in my water, um,
Okay.
which I love. I have it, it's in my car, in my purse, at my desk. But for some reason, I love Citrus Bliss.
Oh,
And I like to diffuse that during the day.
okay.
It makes me happy.
Oh, it's creamsicle, right? It's all
It,
those citrus
it,
oils and vanilla. So what could be better?
wow, there you have it, vanilla. So oh my God, the Madagascar vanilla.
Uh-huh.
Well, I must have been watching, I don't know if it was one of the beautiful things that you put out, um, or where, but I just started drinking coffee about a year ago.
Okay.
I at this age, but I used to see people like just enjoying their coffee. So
Right. You're like, there's something to coffee.
there's something to coffee. So whatever the post was, it was about, and I had just gotten my Madagascar vanilla, and I'm obsessed with vanilla. Like, oh, never mind, I'm not going to show you that.
Okay.
Vanilla. Anyway, so it was about, I guess you put the Madagascar and then the coffee and then ice. I want to say a little milk.
Okay.
Oh my God, it was a treat. It was
Oh,
a absolute treat. But vanilla, there's something about vanilla. I just like it dissolves me and it makes me
it's that's interesting because on the when they analyze oils, vanilla shows up as the highest antidepressant oil. So when they're
is
looking
that
at the
right?
nervous system, yeah, it's vanilla and then lime, believe it or not.
Really?
Crazy. And then like the ones that you would think, lavender, Roman chamomile, vetiver, all the grounding oils. The tree oils affect people that way. You know, they're very like people. They tell people, you know, go take a walk, go breathe the fresh air. So you bring in those tree oils like Douglas fir or Siberian fir or you know, black spruce. Those are gonna fill your lungs and calm your mind and trigger your
Really?
vagus nerve and that kind of thing. So yeah, but
That's
vanilla is
interesting.
like way up there. Like if you're having a bad day, grab your vanilla.
And I do suffer from depression, right? So maybe there was something inside of me that drew me to vanilla because I just like I'm obsessed with vanilla. Everything
Yeah,
has to be vanilla.
I
My
love it.
creams are vanilla. My hand washes are vanilla.
Vanilla. Interesting.
Interesting. And I cannot tell you that I was always vanilla. I I wasn't.
Yeah,
I
okay.
was like I was chocolate ice cream, not vanilla. Now
Yeah,
I'm
so do you eat vanilla ice cream now too?
yes, with a
Wow.
little bit of
Okay.
chocolate syrup. But I
Okay.
was chocolate. I was, chocolate chocoholic,
Chocolate everything. Yeah.
everything. And now, no, I want vanilla.
I love that.
It's yeah, it's real. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy vanilla. I think I'm gonna make that when we hang up.
I love it.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna make. That's
I'm
what
gonna
I'm gonna
pull mine
make.
out too. You know, sometimes I forget about this, but sometimes I put it in my tea. You know, I'm a big tea drinker. That's my thing.
I know that. Yes,
But
you and
like
my
really,
mom.
you know, really strong black tea sometimes can have a little bit of a bite to it. So I like to put
Oh,
some vanilla in my
vanilla.
like strong, like those, I, St. Patrick's Day is coming up, right? So you make that
Yes.
brew Irish tea. I remember I was in Ireland once and they put the tea on the stove with the tea in the water and it looks like coffee, right? When it comes out. You put
Yes.
vanilla in that strong tea, it's like amazing. And actually, if you put your tangerine in, what was I going to say, drink wise? Green teas. So for people
Okay.
who don't like green teas, adding citrus to green teas kind of brightens them up. So that would be a
Now,
cool combination.
that's a very cool. And what's really interesting about what you just said is I was about to grab a tea, but I
Uh-huh.
didn't have time. And the one I pulled out was green tea.
Oh.
And I was
Well,
like,
you should try. I would be curious to know what you thought of it. Like try it with like one drop of tangerine and
oh my, I can't wait to try that.
see how you like
Wow.
it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I
And if
can't
it's a tea
wait.
bag, you can actually put the drop on the tea bag and let it soak in for a minute and then put it in the cup, pour the water over it. And if it's loose leaf, same thing. You can
Same
actually put the
thing.
leaves in your strainer and then put the drop of tangerine.
Talking about strainers, do you remember you used to bring me strainers from wherever you traveled?
I do. I was obsessed. I have to say, anything tea, it still is probably my last holdout obsession.
And that's a really good obsession, I'm
It
not
is. It
saying.
is. I guess
It
if you
is.
have to have a thing, tea is
That's
the worst
yes.
thing to be.
Oh my
I hate
God.
that word addicted because
I
I like to
know.
think I have some power over it, but I do.
Right.
It is
And
a
it's
passion.
funny.
Let's go with
It,
that. It is a
it
passion.
is a passion. I
Just
don't,
like oils are a passion, tea is a passion for me.
but healthy passions.
Yeah.
I have taken addicted due to my work out
Yeah.
of my
Oh,
vocabulary.
I like that. Yeah, so tell me a little bit about what you're doing. So, because we're going to put all of Janet's details in the description of this video. So, if you want to reach out to her and hear more of her essential stories or learn about what she's doing now, and how she can incorporate oils with her work, it would be kind of fun for you. So, we'll do that by putting it in the description. But tell me like what you're doing now. Because you had a big
So
career change. When I met you, you were
big.
Madison Avenue advertising. I remember that very, very well. High pressure sales, right?
Oh my goodness, the stress was just unbelievable. So at 59 years old,
Yeah.
decided to go and get a second master's, an MSW, so a master's in social work.
Right. Because
Something
you have an
that,
MBA, right? You worked in
yep,
business for many years, owned your own businesses. Yeah, were very successful, all of that.
yes. However, being a psychotherapist, which I have now been doing for 3 years, is by
Wow.
far the most rewarding career I could have ever imagined, knowing that there are people, so many people that need to talk to someone,
Yeah.
need to learn coping skills, get through trauma, PTSD, dealing with anxiety and depression. Um, and funny, one of my clients, I don't know where the book is. I
Okay.
still have the book that you authored, and I tell people about it, but I don't know where it is. But anyway, she's from China, and I know, of
Okay.
course, you speak Chinese. And
Right.
so she sent me her book that was just published. Um, she's into dreams. As psychotherapists, we really don't get into dreams. It's more like
Okay.
Freudian, and a lot of it's been unfounded, but there is something to do with dreams. But there was another section in her book which is about essential oils.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
So I'm reading this, and she wanted during a session to talk about, her book. And of course, I went right to the essential oils.
Yeah.
And she said, wait a second, you know about essential oils? I said, yes. One of my best friends has been using essential oils. And I think it's amazing. And I think that everyone should at least try it. And I mean, just the smells and what I have another favorite. I forgot. Cheer. I have
Cheer. Okay.
another passion is cheer. So if I saw a lot of patients,
Yeah.
today, and sort of like, wow, it's heavy stuff. I will go get my cheer and roll it on, and I love the roll-ons. And I'm like, it just puts me in such a happier mood. Like this is what these essential oils could do. And then I have to say this one because this one I am going to use the word obsessed.
Okay.
I use my frankincense
Oh,
every day on my face. I
and
try
you look
and drink it.
amazing.
Thank you. I try and drink it, which I remember you
Yep,
like
it's
to
good.
do.
Take it internally. It's gonna go all throughout your body, get to where it needs to go. It tastes
And
a little funky though, right? It's like,
it's a little funky, you get used to it,
yeah,
but
not
I
the
will,
worst, not the worst,
no, no, it's
but
not the
not
worst.
chocolate or vanilla for that
No,
matter.
no vanilla.
No vanilla.
But I I use it on my face. And,
Yeah.
people will say, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know, but I use frankincense on my face. And I know that's an ancient, you could probably tell me more about it. Frankincense has been around
Yeah,
for,
Cleopatra, if you go back to ancient Chinese texts, the Romans, I mean, honestly, frankincense with, part of the big silk route, right? Or the spice route trade all across Eurasia was to get their hands on frankincense.
wow. It's
Yeah, they were
like,
trading, certain spices from the East with other spices, which was considered West, right? Because it comes from the Middle East, right? But west of Asia, um, they would get their frankincense. So that's I mean, that's been around forever.
priceless. It's
Yeah.
priceless. It's I don't know, like diamonds.
Yeah.
There's I always have to have at least three on hand
Okay.
because I can't run out of it. And
And do you use the roll on your face or you use the oil straight?
oil straight,
Okay.
oil straight. My skin takes it. I've never had
Me too. I don't have any kind of sensitivity.
no sensitivity. And I do have sensitive skin, which is interesting.
Okay. And I think as we mature and get better with age, we also tend to lose some of the moisture in our skin.
I know.
But
Mm,
it's not, the
okay.
frankincense won't make it even drier, and
Mine
there's
is
some
not
of I
fire.
love the doTERRA hydrating cream. So for me, and it already has frankincense in it, but I add more, because why not?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
remember I said earlier, citrus
Yeah.
bliss.
Citrus Bliss hand lotion. Very nice.
So this I keep because of course this is where I always work.
Yeah.
And I do have dry hands often, but it's also the scent. I mean, and that was not preconceived that I was going
Right.
to say that. It's literally there.
It was just there, right? You
It's
didn't
always there.
plan. Yeah.
I did not plan
You didn't
that.
stage. No, I can tell you.
Not
I'm
stage.
sure
That's
she
what
did
I
not
meant to
stage it.
say.
It's so funny because we were talking about we're going to wrap this up soon because I know you have a client and you've been so generous with your time. And we were talking about the 10 questions that are about to come up. And I said to you, are you ready? And you're like, I'm just going to let the answers flow. So we know you didn't plan this, which is
No,
beautiful because it's truthful and honest. And that's what we want. We want people to know
absolutely.
that this is real things for real people, right? It's not,
It's for everybody,
yeah.
I mean, it's just, I don't know. All I can say is try it. No
Thank you.
harm.
That's awesome.
No
Yay.
harm.
No
No.
harm. Can do no harm. I
Can
know,
do
which is
no
great.
harm.
Yeah, only
And if
help.
you really care about your face like I do at my age,
Yeah.
let me tell you, go
And if
Frank.
you saw pictures of Janet when I met her, it looks like 30 years ago. How crazy is that, right?
Oh my God,
Um,
yeah.
I think you look exactly the same. Thank
Well, you
you.
know what's funny, and then I know we have to go, but
Yeah.
so I had to take the puppy to be spayed today, right?
Aw.
This is bizarre though. No, this is bizarre because you remember you mentioned same OBGYN,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I don't know if you remember Melody, but she was at the front desk.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes, I do.
okay, I haven't seen her, I don't know, 15 more years. I go to the veterinarian here and she's at the front desk and she's like, I know you. And I'm like, I know you. Wait a minute. So we figured it out
Okay.
from pre me having children, right? And my old
Right.
29, right? And then, and I'm not bragging, I swear at all, but
No, no, you're not like that.
she said to me, you look exactly the way
You
you
look
look.
exactly the same.
Now, I know that's not really true, but I'm going to take it. But this was just today.
That's amazing.
Obviously not planned, right?
No,
So
not planned. And like and I didn't plan to tell you that either, but seriously, like that's the one thing. Like you take such good care of yourself physically. You do all really good things for your skin and it shows.
thank
You know,
you.
it really
Thank
shows. You look
you.
great. Okay.
Thank
Ready for
you.
those 10 questions? And I just gonna
Yes,
give you a big hug, kiss. Thank you. You know,
thank you. This
I'm
was
so
great.
grateful. I'm so grateful that you came on and I'm excited for the next chapters of our lives as we
Yes.
go along this crazy journey together. But let's
Mhm.
start with some fun questions. All
Okay.
right. So tell me your favorite smell. Does not have to be an oil, it can be anything.
Vanilla.
Now, vanilla, there we go. What smell do you hate?
Fabuloso.
Oh, okay.
That cleaning thing. I think I'm allergic. I
Okay. Is
get
that
this weird, I don't know, of any of the oils. Ah,
no, it doesn't have to be an oil. It could be like garbage or whatever. Like,
it's
what smell
something
do you hate?
about that spray that I'm
Okay.
like, I don't know what it is. I don't
Whatever
know
it
what
is.
it is.
I
Nope.
haven't even heard of that, but okay. I'm gonna stay away.
Fabuloso.
All
But they
right.
don't sell that at Trader Joe's or anywhere with
No. What brings you the greatest sense of peace?
knowing that my children are safe and happy.
Yeah. What irritates you the most?
People that don't know how to drive.
Uh, I hear that from lots of people in New Jersey, by the way.
Oh man,
What's your what's your favorite character trait in a human being?
humility.
What's your favorite guilty pleasure?
Oh, I have a lot of those. I love junk food.
Excellent. What's the last food you'd like to eat before you die?
Oh, that's easy. Pizza.
Oh my gosh, the pizza! So much pizza. We ate so much pizza. Oh my, and it was so good.
Pizza.
Oh my gosh.
Still my
Brought
favorite
back some
thing.
great memories with one word. If
Pizza.
you had a magic wand and you could eradicate any illness or disease, which one would you eradicate first?
Cancer.
Cancer. If I gave you $500 and you could only use it in one place, what would you do?
Well, that's, I would probably go to Bloomingdale's.
We did that. My gosh, do you remember when Kyle knocked over the racks at Bloomingdale's?
Oh God, yes. Oh my
I
God.
remember that. And it was like, I couldn't stop it. I saw him. I saw him go, and it just like he just bumped into that one dress rack, and they just imagine, ladies and gentlemen, all of them over. We picked him up. It was good. The sales clerk laughed, and I think Kyle wasn't too scarred.
Oh, brother. I'm gonna bring that up to him. Yeah, I actually forgot about that.
He was so little, he did not
He
remember
was
that. Oh my
little, right? Oh my God.
God. All right. One word that you'd
Oh,
like to leave our audience with today as a gift.
find peace in your life.
Love it.
Nothing
Thanks,
like
Jen.
peace.